Hello everyone. Today, we're diving into the world of cybersecurity, a crucial field in our increasingly digital world where technology is advancing at an unprecedented pace. Let's explore why it's more important than ever to stay informed and protected. Stay tuned.
Today, we are going to study the sixth topic of the OWASP Top 10, which is vulnerable and outdated components.
Overview. It was second from the top 10 community survey but also had enough data to make the top 10 via data. Vulnerable components are a known issue that we struggle to test and assess risk, and is the only category to not have any common vulnerabilities and exposures, CVEs, mapped to the included CWEs, so a default exploit impact weight of 5.0 is used. Notable CWEs included are CWE 1104, use of unmaintained third-party components, and the two CWEs from the top 10, 2013 and 17. Description. You are likely vulnerable if you do not know the versions of all the components you use, both client-side and server-side. This includes components you directly use as well as nested dependencies. If the software is vulnerable, unsupported, or out of date, this includes the OS web application server, database management system, applications, APIs, and all the components, runtime environment, and libraries. If you do not scan for vulnerabilities regularly and subscribe to security bulletins related to the components you use. If you do not fix or upgrade the underlying platform, frameworks, and dependencies in a risk-based timely fashion. This commonly happens in environments when patching is a monthly or quarterly task under change control, leaving organizations open to days or months of unnecessary exposure to fix vulnerabilities. If software developers do not test the compatibility of updated, upgraded, or patched libraries. If you do not secure the components configurations, please see the video on security misconfiguration. How to prevent? There should be a patch management process in place to remove unused dependencies, unnecessary features, components, files, and documentation. Continuously inventory the version of both client-side and server-side components, example, frameworks and libraries, and their dependencies using tools like versions, OWASP dependency check, retire.js, etc. Continuously monitor sources like common vulnerability and exposures, CVEs, and National Vulnerability Database, NVD, for vulnerability in the components. Use software composition analysis tools to automate the process. Subscribe to email alerts for security vulnerabilities related to components you use. Only obtain components from official sources over secure links. Prefer signed packages to reduce the chance of including a modified, malicious components. Please see the topic 8, software and data integrity failures. Monitor for libraries and components that are unmaintained or do not create security patches for older versions. If patching is not possible, consider deploying a virtual patch to monitor, detect, or protect against the discovered issue. Every organization must ensure an ongoing plan for monitoring, triaging, and applying updates or configuration changes for the lifetime of the application or portfolio. Example of attack scenarios. Scenario 1. Components typically run with the same privileges as the application itself, so flaws in any component can result in serious impact. Such flaws can be accidental, example coding error, or intentional, example backdoor in a component. Some example exploitable component vulnerability discovered are CVE 2017-5638, a Struts 2 remote code execution vulnerability that enables the execution of arbitrary code on the server, has been blamed for significant breaches. While the Internet of Things is frequently difficult or impossible to patch, the importance of patching them can be great Example, biomedical devices. There are automated tools to help attackers find unpatched or misconfigured systems. For example, the Shodan IoT search engine can help you find devices that still suffer from Heartbleed vulnerability patched in April 2014.
Thank you all for tuning in and exploring the essentials of cybersecurity with us today. Remember, knowledge is your best defense in the digital world, so keep learning and share what you know with others to help build a safer online community. Stay curious, stay safe, and see you in the next video.